Okay, name the top 2 challenges you see for the town and how you are equipped to meet those challenges.
Could you read that question again, please?
Name the top 2 challenges you see for the town and how you are equipped to meet the challenges.
For me, the top 2 challenges are diversity and inclusion in downtown. The second, probably maybe the first, is finances, money. It's a lot of poverty in this part of the town. How I would be equipped to help is my experience in government services, managing some of the FBI's resources as far as managing personnel and finances. Also, communication to find out what people need, what it is that they want and what we can provide. And also with the older council people who will be serving with us, who've been in this thing for quite a while, can let us know how to get around some of these challenges. Well, when I was in school, we had our own school here in Clifton Forge, green and gold. Go Mounties. But since we don't, I think the well, at that time it was also a bigger population in Clifton Forge and Covington, which always had a larger population than we did until maybe now. So I think the school consolidation is a wonderful idea. They all know each other, and I don't know what would happen with the rivalries, but I know we got the little brown jug. So, but yeah, I think that would be a wonderful idea as far as salaries and more supplies for the students and more, I think it would just be a better fit. But I don't think we have a dog in the fight here in Clifton Forge, do we? Because we don't have a school system. Go Mounties. I agree with Mr. Brinkley. It is the people that are here. I know when I first moved back here, I was shopping down in True Value, and somebody came up to me to see if I could find everything I needed. So the people are very friendly and very welcoming and very inviting to people who are not from the area. Also, I think the scenery, the mountains, people travel from all around just to come here and see our foliage. So I think the scenery, and I like the fact that we are developing more the outdoor, the hiking, the biking, and that. And also coming from the DC area, I like the low crime rate is very attractive to me. However, my concern is if we keep growing at the rate we're growing, we don't know what kind of crime patterns we'll be inviting in. So that I do worry about. But for now, the crime rate is very low.
Pam?
Well, I've seen a lot of joint services since I've been here. That intergovernmental thing that the council does, I think that's wonderful because we learn from other government bodies different ways of doing businesses, and we get to share our successes and failures. So I think that's a good thing. I'd like to see more joint activities with our local police department, with the other police department. We don't have the staff right now to do some of those things, but that would be one of the things that I would look at. And I think that attending other council meetings. I'm fortunate right now because I work for the paper, so I can go to Iron Gate and Clifton Forge. I don't get to go to Covington, but I think we could learn from other governing bodies, not just the intergovernmental meetings, but the council meetings as well.
Pam?
Wow, that's a big one, because for me, I think that is one of the groups that feels like they're not included in activities and events in town. We take care of the youth with the little library stuff and the arts, but the tweens or preteens and the teens, to me, that's a missing group. I think they need a youth center or somewhere they can plug in their devices and hang out, because that's what they want to do. I see them congregate in front of the library. It must be a plug out there and they get harassed by the police or told to move on, I think we have to include them, and if that's what they're doing, we need to have a place that they can just do that, hang out, socialize, plug in, fire up those laptops and iPads, and just hang out. And we also need to have activities and events downtown that will include them. Also, I know council has been trying to get the younger people involved in governmental business, inviting them to council meetings and having them take place in the business of local government. I think that would be a plus as well.
Pam, this is your first on this question. The town of Clifton Forge is becoming known as an arts district. Do you support the arts and feel that this is a role for the town council?
Yes, I do support the arts. Actually, I volunteer and work at the Clifton Forge School of the Arts. And I'm always doing something down there with Nancy down at the Allegheny Highlands Arts and Crafts Center. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful idea. What was the second part of that question?
Second part of that is, do you support the arts and feel that this is a role for town council?
I do think it's a role for town council because it's in the town, for one thing, in Clifton Forge. So I think it is something for support. It's also something to give the kids something to do. They have a wonderful summer program called Fridays Free, and they're free. But again, they most attract the youth. The tweens and the teens are not that interested in the arts. But yeah, I think we should support it. Same question. I agree that you get what you pay for, but if you don't have the money, you can't pay for it. Coming from federal government service, we would bring a contractor in to write these grants or do these proposals for the government, but we'd also have someone from the FBI shadowing that person, because at the end of that one-year contract, that person's going away, and the FBI person's going to run that program for a lot less money. So I'm all in favor of job shadowing, intern programs, getting some other town employee to shadow these people. I just think that I do agree you get what you pay for, but if you don't have the money, you can't pay for it. Now, I'm coming from DC where six-figure salaries are pretty popular, but here where the population is, the median income is 32,000, I really can't see that kind of, I would really have to evaluate that if I were elected. Also, as far as the budget is concerned, I think cooperation with other government bodies. How did Iron Gate get out of the lawsuit with Allegheny County to keep their water bill down? What is Covington paying? Why are they paying the $40 and ours is ever escalating? So no, I don't have the answer to that, but I would have to research it and do some digging, because there are more answers, I believe, than we already have. I have met with Darlene on many occasions, but not about the town duties. I've met with her on a number of things since I've been here, and I will say she gets right back to you. It's clear that she works hard, and it's clear that she's done a lot for the town. But I think somebody made the reference that she would be leaving soon. So to me, that's all the more reason to have somebody job shadowing her, because who's going to pick up when she leaves? Who's going to be able to do it? Nobody can stay in a position forever. And I think she's going on, what, 10 years? 10 years she's been here? Almost 8?
They're 8 years
Yeah,
so far.
so nothing's going to last forever.
With an extension, 2 years to a contract.
Yeah, so I think we do need to get somebody shadowing her to learn exactly what she does. Nobody will do it the way she does, but you know, it's a lot of ways to get to the end result. And the second part of that question was?
Do you support continuation of her as a town manager?
I really can't answer that question because I would need to evaluate everything she does. I know I hear what she does and I've seen what she does. I've worked with her on a number of problems and she gets right back to you and she gets it handled. But I can't really say I support that salary in a town where the median income is $32,000. And you mentioned the people at West Vaco making that money, but the town of Clifton Forge is not paying West Vaco employees. West Vaco's got a lot more money than these people in town. So I would just have to evaluate it if elected.